Alright, so what is up everyone? Chris here with another video, and this is more or less to me a much longer waited video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. Not a long time, a while. So to get to the video, let's go ahead and do that. So right here, again, I don't have the rear bumper on right now. Hopefully just putting that on today. It is the weekend, so I have more time to, it just needs to be cleared and then re-put on the car. And then I'll probably, I don't know, do some pictures or something. I won't really need to make a video about that unless you guys want to see what it looks like. But finally have the Nitto rear tires on. I really need to clean the wheels, but I went ahead and got these from American Muscle. They're the 295 4018s size down there. So the tires, the way it's sitting, is upside down. But this right here, I do like the gloss black, but I wanted to get it redone this time around. Just doing it ourselves, I think it would be a lot better. So I went ahead and it's in the tube. Actually, all the parts are in the car, so right there. But I think I wanted to do something a little different, so I went ahead with I ordered it again from Vivid Vinyl, and they have a like 2017 is what they're called. It's a code name for 2017 gloss black carbon fiber. So we're gonna do like a carbon fiber wrap on the roof before Mustang Week. So hopefully doing that this weekend maybe. I got the BBK X pipe that I already have a BBK X pipe. I just needed to pretty much raise this one because this one has hit the ground too much. So over the course of this past year, I've been doing videos and stuff on parts that I might already have on the car, but either upgrading or fixing problems that I ran into. First, doing a Coyote swap. The budget maybe wasn't there, or figuring problems out now that I know I have a better solution to by adding better parts or just fixing worn out parts. So this is more or less what that is with the X pipe. I went ahead and found the piece that I've been looking for a while to fit right here. So LMR had that, so I got all my parts from LMR except for the American Muscle tires, except for the Nitto tires. I got those from American Muscle because they had the best pricing on them. So it was really weird. The 285s were, I think, $259 a piece, and the 295s were $222 a piece, which is really weird. But I went with 295. I honestly should have went with 305s, but I was just doing 295 to be more or less on the safe side. So one of the bigger parts, the last part that I have to get is I'm going to do the SVE shifter, shift knob, not shifter, but the shift knob, because it's just going to be the same one, but the one I have currently is the Ford Racing, and it's just worn out. I've had it for like 4 years now, so it's like the dark charcoal gray one, but I already have their steering wheel, I already have their radiator, so why not just add on something from LMR, because their parts are pretty good, no problems with them, so I have to give like a 5 out of 5 on that. Got the BBK O2 extensions for the X pipe with the new O2 sensors, so we're going to put the new O2 sensors in when the X pipe is mounted and bolted up, and then we're going to do the extension so that way the O2s are reading, and then I can get this car retuned, data logged before Mustang Week through VMP. That's currently who I'm tuned through, so I figured I'll just go through them. I think it's like $50 to get a revision because it's been I think over a year, so I talked to them and there's just like a timetable, I guess. But which is understandable because they're going pulling my files and stuff like that, and I don't think they're there to make money and I'm here to get a tune, so I understand maybe from a business aspect, so can't be mad about that. The quarter panel on the driver's side of this car, clean this up too with the wheel eraser. So this is the only paint problem right here that I have leading up. So I guess the clear coat's just deciding and wants to peel this hole, so I'm going to sand this down and just re-clear it. But that Nitto tire looks really good. I mean, it would look better with the back bumper instead of there's the reinforcement showing, but that tire, it grips a lot better. No, I haven't done a burnout yet, but the biggest part that I really like, so I ordered this JLT intake straight from LMR. Oh, they sent a sticker, so let's see if I can get that. So we have a JLT. Now, the biggest issue is for Coyote swap guys. Some have done it that I've seen, but I'm not going to sit here and tear apart the car just to do it, is to fit the air box in there. I've seen some people cut a hole in the fender as well. But the reason I wanted to do the JLT, honestly, versus the one I have, again, like I said, it's more or less just fixing problems that was a budget during the time that I did the swap, so I wanted to get it done, but I didn't want to do it so cheap to where I just bought bullshit parts. I wanted to get the right part, but I think it's time to upgrade. And the cold air under there, it's just kind of plain Jane ugly. So I went with the JLT. I've seen the JLT on plenty of cars. They look good, they perform, they have, there's nothing behind it, it's just a cold air kit. But I went with JLT because honestly, it's more or less probably the way it looks. I like it, and most Coyote Swap guys run them, so that's that. So that's pretty much, I have everything for the car. Also got the Cobra fog lights. Found a set for like $18 on Amazon, so I jumped on that real quick instead of paying like $30, which is not a big deal, but I was just like, save $10, whatever, right? So the car is pretty much ready, so just got to put the parts on, really. And it's just, like I said, it's just time, and that's it, time and money. And I have everything that I want right now. Before Mustang Week, after Mustang Week, just finding a T56, and that's really it, and boosting it. So I have the way the car sits, how I want it to sit. I have the way I want the car to look. I know I've been looking for a different hood and stuff like that, but I've ultimately just decided to keep this one. I think it fits the car pretty good, and there's really no guys running the Cobra R hood around here in my area. And there's a lot of people running Cobra R hoods, don't get me wrong. There's Savini's ones, stuff like that, but the company I have, they made the hood a little different where it's actually functional. I'm guessing the Savini's ones are functional, but this one I know is functional. But yeah, pretty much like the car is just like, I'm kind of like astonished, like I finally have the car the way I want it and all the parts that I want, besides like just like I said, a transmission or like a supercharger or something like that. But yeah, the suspension's correct, everything's fixed, we're not upgrading anything anymore, so that's that. And that's where I wanted to leave this video. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. I know it's not exciting news or something, but to me it's just like a big relief off my shoulders, where it's just like for a car person, like you can relate, like once you get those main parts that you're thinking about, like maybe if you saving up a paycheck here, plan to spend this paycheck on that part, I don't have to do that, and it's just a big relief. So I just kind of wanted to share it with you guys, so share the experience, and hopefully some of you guys understand that feeling, because I think it's like totally pretty sick, whatever though. So that's where the car is, and that's gonna do for this video, guys. I will definitely make a video, maybe doing some of the installs, like the exhaust, because I know a lot of people that do the Coyote Swap, have questions on the exhaust, because I'm part of some of the forums on Facebook, and I see a pretty significant post on like how they did their mid pipe and all that. I run a Borla catback, so it's pretty much custom, except for the headers, their BBK, the X pipe's BBK. The custom part is more or less in the middle of the exhaust where the catback meets, and of course the quad sits for me. But that's that, and I'll definitely make a video. I would definitely want to do a video of like data logging to show you guys like how that's done. There's plenty of videos out there showing data logging and how it's done, but I think it'd be pretty cool, just to show. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy this. If you want future content, follow the builds. Like I said, we have that LS build on a silver Mustang. So to talk about that video real quick, I actually did get some dislikes, I guess a little hate, but more or less people seem to be interested in it. And honestly, not that I care, like that people are like hating on it. I know making a video like that, there's gonna be some backlash. I think people just wanting something to do, to talk about, or people just either being purists, think it's retarded that, oh, why would you put a Chevrolet motor in a Mustang, or why would you put a Ford motor into a Camaro or something like that. I think it's, at the end of the day, it's not their car, it's not their money, and I'm not out here doing it for views. I did it because I thought it would be interesting, and it is interesting. I want to say like 90% of the people were either, this is going to be interesting. I know the swap has been done 100 billion times. That's cool, but in my mind is we already have on this channel, and in my experience with my friends, we already have a ProCharge New Edge. So I already know what a 2-valve, supercharged 2-valve is like. People have them, or did have them in this area, and still do. We already know what a Coyote swap is like. We don't know what it's like boosted, but we still have one. That's the main car of this channel. We have a 5.4. We know what that's like. Next is, all right, let's do a LS swapped car. Let's do a Mustang and LS swap it and turbo it. Make it a drag car. Make it a cheap drag car. So that's the whole principle behind it, is taking something that we got so cheap, putting good parts to it, but building a drag car cheap as possible. And the LS motors are cheap. You can go to the junkyard and get one. If it blows up, you can go get another. That's the thing about it. With a cheap eBay turbo kit, we're not out here trying to win car shows. We're just doing this for fun and seeing what numbers we can get with a swap. And if the motor blows up, say the motor blows up 3 times and we want to do something else, we want to do a supercharged 2-valve, see what we can get with that, then we'll do that. We have a car and we have the suspension and everything ready for it. We just need a motor and a blower or a turbo kit or something like that. So that's the whole point of this car. This car, in a way, is like a throwaway car. Not that we're going to get rid of it or something like that, but the motors that go inside it are throwaways. So if something happens, oh well, park it, we'll find something, put it in it, get that fixed up, tuned, ready to go down the strip. And if it blows up on the first pass, oh well, we'll do it again, or we'll think of something else. So that's the whole point of it, and I think it's a really cool idea. And the thing about it is, no one around here does that I've seen. Not that I hang out with a bunch of people that, you know, do drag racing and stuff like that. It's, the idea is really cool. And in the inner circle of friends that I have with Mustangs and like that, we kind of just all 3 came together and had this idea, so we'll all 3 chip in for the parts. So majorly, it's 3 of us making the decision on to come together like a band. You know, one person's a vocalist, guitarist, one's a bass, one's a drummer. It's like Blink-182, we'll go with that. We have a song, you know, if someone doesn't like the song, they critique it that certain way, and that's how it works. And then now we have a song to record and throw out to the public, and that's the same thing as this video. We have an idea, you know, let's turbo it. We all agreed on a turbo. Let's put the turbo in the car, make a video about it, put it out to the public, and see what the feedback is. And at the end of the day, we're just there to have fun and enjoy it. But like I said, sorry to keep this rant going. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.